Okay, hello everyone. So today the title of this talk will be An Unexpected Journey. I hope a lot of you get the reference by the picture or the font. If you don't know, just ask to your friend nearby. So first, who am I? So my name is Florian Ludot. I'm a former SAP HR analyst at Air France, and I'm the co-founder and lead engineer at Captioning. And I'm working on iOS for about 2 years now. So a lot of people ask me the question, why did you entitle your talk An Unexpected Journey? So I will talk about this journey with you today. So everything started in February this year, when me and my team, we get involved in the Tokyo Junction hackathon. So it was our first hackathon for everyone in the team. And in this hackathon, so it's labeled the biggest Japan hackathon. And there were more than 180 participants, 37 teams, and it was a competition that lasted less than 48 hours. So the team during this hackathon was Daiken, the PM and designer, he's over there. Kuma, the backend engineer and responsible of the infrastructure, and me, the tech lead and iOS engineer of the team. So less than 48 hours of hard work and only 3 hours of sleep after, we were lucky to win both the API, the track we were competing for, and the grand prize of this hackathon. And let me present you a quick video of the prototype that we made at this hackathon. So the idea was helping people to learn English with YouTube videos. So there is, to start, a basic sign-in form, login form, and you have a feed and you can play a YouTube video, and you have the subtitles in the bottom. And every time you don't know a word, you can just double tap a word and you will have the word, the definition and some example of it. And you have the feed, so you can, and also you have bookmarks. So if you like a specific video, you can save it. And also the same for your favorite words. You can save them and get them and read them back after. And a basic setting page. So that's what we came up during this hackathon, and we had the chance to win. But most importantly, we get the chance to validate our idea. Our idea was good, people liked the idea. We had a working prototype that was really important for us. And we learned a lot individually and collectively, because a competition like that is quite difficult, I would say. Lack of sleep, and need to give the best in a short period of time. And we were also ready for the next step because we wanted to push that idea further. And after we came back from this hackathon, we had a certain period where we were working on other projects, so we didn't have time to get back into this project. But from June to July, so in a time frame of only 2 months, the application, the production application was ready for sale. So this is the logo and the name of the application. So the name is Haxlin. It's a mix between hacking and learning. So that's, if you're wondering where the name came from. And it's localized for now in English and in Japanese. So I will present you, the app is in the App Store, so you can play with it if you like to. But I will present you a demo of the application. So let me. Okay, so everybody see the phone, yeah. Don't pay attention to my UX. I will read them one day. So, let me close the app. Okay, let's launch the application now. So this is quite like a production-ready application, different from the prototype we made. So the idea, the core idea is basically the same. You have a feed of videos. You can also search for videos based on categories that you like or things that you like. For example, if I check Google, I have a video about it. So I like this video, why Japanese melons are so expensive. So I will play it with you. No sound, I don't have time to check it, but there is sound obviously. And so the main difference about the prototype and the actual production version is you now have synchronization between the subtitles and the video. So every time someone is speaking on the video, the subtitles are synchronized and it will show as follows. So the word in yellow, as you saw, are words that are saved by my account. So for example, okay, if I double tap melon, okay, I will have the definition. Any of various fruit or so you have basically the same feature as the prototype, but in a better way. So you can also play. Usually play like it's someone speaking the word, so you can learn the pronunciation of it. So as you saw, the icon is red, so this word is saved. I can unsave it. It's a fully customized player, so if you want to jump to a certain subtitles, this one, you can just check it and the video is moving to this particular subtitle. If you scroll and then you don't remember, oh, where is my current subtitles, you just click the right button and it will go back to where you were. There is, maybe you know about it, but there is a very useful technique to learn a language, which is called shadowing. So basically this technique is you have someone speaking a sentence or a few words, and your goal is to repeat this sentence or a few words to have the right pronunciation, memorize it more easily. And we plan to focus this application on this. So I will take this sentence, and there is a button over there, and when you check this button at the end of these particular subtitles, it will loop to these subtitles. So as you saw, when the video is glitching, that means at some point at the end of the subtitle is going back to the beginning and again. So you can train yourself shadowing this particular subtitle without the pain to go back with the slide and like you would do on YouTube. It's really something because people like YouTube, because there is a great diversity of content. The problem is if you want to do this, it's quite cumbersome. Like there is, even for the word, you have to enable the subtitles, copy paste the word and go to a dictionary, another website. But in this application, you have the possibility to have the content of YouTube and to do learning, have a better learning experience with it. So I will just quit the loop. What I want to talk about now, yeah, if you are shadowing at some point, you will remember the sentence, and you maybe don't need the subtitle anymore. So there is a button here that you can toggle, and it will hide the subtitles. So you can now try to shadow without the help of the subtitles, so to get even more comfortable. So okay, I like this video. I will just put it in favorite, and another menu is my bookmarks. So you have all your favorite videos. So it's the same principle. You just click and get back to them. This is my word list. So the word that I've been previously saved. So I can click on them and have them right in this menu. So I can uncheck them if I don't need it anymore, and it will disappear. And the my page view, so the setting view, where we also send you smart notifications. So based on your word list, we send you notification. Do you remember this word, to enhance the learning experience? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've been talking. We have special categories. So if you are a big fan of TED Talks, there is a category for that. So you have all the TED Talks, and you can browse them and learn English with those videos. So yeah, that's the production ready application that is on the App Store. So as you saw, the core functionality are pretty same as the prototype. So we stay focused on what people wanted to see, but we make it like with the subtitle synchronization, make it even further to enhance the learning experience. So let's back to the slide. Let's see some iOS now. So there is maybe a lot to talk about this application in detail, but I want to focus on the most difficult screen, as you saw the video detail. So I will talk about 3 of those points. This particular screen seems quite difficult to realize, to implement in the first place. So that's what I like to do, splitting functionalities in several view controllers, so they are easily manageable. So here you have, if you take the entire view controller, you have the video player that is part of the video detail view controller, that is the main view controller. You have the player control that are in a separate video controls view controller. Then you have the subtitles that are in another subtitle view controller. So, and with that you can just hide child view controller. Basically, you can split the job in several pieces, and it's easier to maintain. This for me. So you will take a look at some at those 3 parts individually. So first, the video player. I've been using this particular library, YouTube player in WK WebView. It's not a complicated library, but it's just easy by using this library to bridge your application iOS code to the JavaScript layer. Because in order to stay, to use the YouTube video, we have to use the iframe. So the iframe is in a web view, so it's JavaScript. If you want to switch to stick to a particular time in the video, or pause or play, you have to play with JavaScript for that. So this library is in Objective-C, but I hope everybody can understand it. So it's not that difficult. You have a protocol where you can have several indication. For example, the state in the video, it's loading, it's buffering, it's playing, it's in post state, etc. This one is quite important. The deep play time. When the video is playing, you have a feedback when which second is playing now. So that's how you can synchronize your subtitles with that. You have other interesting function like the view did become ready. So when you're ready to play the video. And also on the player itself, you have several interesting function, like the basic one, play, pause, stop, stick to a particular second in the video. So now the video player control. So it's basically I use a protocol to basically map when I click on one of the buttons to actually trigger the action on the player. So I basically have the same function that I can trigger, and by the protocol, by the delegate, I can just activate, play the video by the JavaScript, or pause, or play the previous or the next subtitle. Now something more complicated, the subtitles in the collection view over there. So if we take this particular subtitle, you can see that there is the collection view cell, the content view. I use UI text view. You will know why, and I suppose you already know why. So I use the UI text view because you have the possibility to trigger in which word you are typing on this UI text view. But the UI kit UI text view was not enough. I had to enhance it with multiple like other function. For example, when you click on the subtitle only once, it goes to this particular subtitle in the video. But if you click twice the word, you actually trigger the definition of this word. So that's what you can see in this part. You have the single tap gesture that will go to this particular subtitle in the video, and the second one that number of tap required is 2. So this one will trigger the definition, and don't forget this one, this line, the required to fail. So if the double tap gesture recognizer fail, the single tap take what else can I do? Yeah, let's take. So if you take again these subtitles and you are clicking on one word, for this example, I took the word electricity over there. So when I tap this particular word, I get the location of my tap by the recognizer, and I have the function get word range at position that will give me by the tokenizer range enclosing position, that will give me what is the word that is at this specific location that I was typing. And I have a function that you can see in the bottom, emphasize word. I will talk about it after, but just remember it. And when this is done, I just, by the delegate, I just inform my view controller that I've been typing this specific word. So remember this emphasized word. This is because of this particular behavior. When you click on a subtitle, on a specific word, to remember which word you are typing, there is this red color. So if you click on generate, for example, and you have only the definition, it can be we added this color to remember which word was in the current state of being tapped. So this is what the emphasized word do. So you get the range before, so I just apply like a specific attribute to this particular word, so we can get this red color. And it was the tricky part of this was actually when you click save, there is another mechanism that highlight the word, and if I was basically doing you directly change you directly emphasize the word, but when you click to save, you will have the yellow color that will highlight the word, and basically after this red color disappear, because there is it reload the visible cell. For example, if I had two electricity word, if I said one word here, this one should be highlighted as well because this is the same word. So this is why I also, it's not in this slide, but I also have in the UI collection view cell will appear the same emphasized to actually when the word is highlighted, I can also emphasize it at the same time. That's why we can have both behavior at the same time. And this is the extension that I'm using to highlight the specific words. So you have the default attribute, black, with the basic font, and the highlight one with the yellow one. And I'm just this specific part over here is because we are currently implementing. For example, if you highlight shoes, you will also highlight shoe. It's the same, it doesn't need to be different. So a word entity, a word object has a root and also have entities. That means shoe will have shoe and shoes as entities. So that's why I have to do this amount of work to have a flat array and compare each substring, so each word in each subtitle, and if they match to the array of saved word that I highlight them. Can be confusing to explain that. Okay, so if maybe I can. So I just want to stop here with my explanation, and I will let Q&A slides to if you want to see more about another feature or some more explanation about something. So I will just put some reference here. So about the library I've been using, about the YouTube layer in the iframe, and further reading if you want to see a final pitch during the Tokyo Hackathon, or some blog about this project or the hackathon itself. So you can visit action.com if you want to play with the app or recommend it to someone that wants to learn English. And yeah, you can find me on my blog or on GitHub or Twitter. It's the same under everywhere. So thank you very much. And if you want to know more about something in the app, or just ask me. Thank you very much.
Where do you get the subtitle for your YouTube video?
That's a good question. There is, it's my, I don't know if I want to say that, but there is actually an API for that given by Google. Why I don't want to talk about this is because it seems official. It's really the Google domain, but it's free. It's public. You just pass the video ID and the language you want the subtitle if it's available on the video, and you can have the subtitle right away. There is no quota. There is nothing. So it's good. I hope it will stay good. I hope they will not say, because if it's not written everywhere, there is no documentation, nothing. So I hope they will not say one day we are thinking about one situation in case it happened, but when they say, oh, there is this API, just close it. Yeah.
So it means you're using the automated translation from Google, right?
Yeah, it's given by Google. But even the link is funny. It's video.google, the old one. It's not even a YouTube one, but it's up to date. Everything is in order. So it's not old subtitles. Nothing. It's real subtitles. Just I don't know. It seems funny. I just hope they will not cancel it or something. So don't say to other people.
Can I just ask a follow-up question? If it's not documented or anything, how did you find it?
I found it on Stack Overflow. As I remember, someone was asking the same question, and someone said, oh, there is this API. And I actually found this API during the hackathon. I was like, cool. I will use it, and it's still working fine.
Your mic is bad.
I
No, I missed your mic. Is it?
Oh.
Can you talk to the mic? Okay. There's more.
Oh, it's working now.
Oh, okay.
When I don't know. So,
Hello. I have a question. Since you are an expert in APIs, I would like to ask you, what's your favorite way to make requests with APIs? Or the easiest or the latest one? Because last time I used API, it was with Alamo Fire. I don't know if you are using it or you have another way.
I've been developing for iOS for about 2 years. So at the beginning, I was using also Alamo Fire because the URL station one was not that good. But nowadays, I'm not using dependency for that. I'm just using the URL station. It seems to be fair good nowadays. So I don't see why using Alamo Fire. Maybe if you want specific needs that I didn't have, but nowadays, seems your station is like good enough.
Okay, I'll move this way.
Yeah, I thought very interesting. I work with accessibility for people with disabilities, so subtitles and having those provided, one of the core reasons. So I guess continuing to that question, there is a difference between seeing a subtitle posted as auto-generated or actually someone authored it and made sure that it's 100% accurate. I was wondering if you distinguish the videos you have.
I will try to answer. You will tell me if that was the question after. But yeah, actually the subtitles we get from the API are subtitles that are given by YouTube, so not the one given by the AI, but the one given by actually people writing them. So they are, I think, better than the AI. Problem is you sometimes have, for example, when there is people laughing in some videos, you have parentheses laughing. We don't, for our purpose, we may not need them. So we are currently implementing a way to have the end on them, and because we are currently doing this with a team of 4 people, so 2 engineers and 2 creative people. So one in the back end, one in the front end, like as you saw in the team. So it's quite a lot of work to do. But since we are getting stuff done, we are currently checking a way to have the auto-generated subtitle and have a way to, if we can have actually English expert people that can help us enhance the learning experience, have them had several modifications to the subtitles to fit better or add like more features, because when you can get to the subtitles, we are thinking about other features we can implement to make it even better. So
yeah, that's well, sure, it is a good thing to get them improved.
Sorry, I said that discussion I think also hints at something that maybe should be clarified, but there's actually a difference between subtitling and closed captioning, I think, if we're talking about accessibility. Like subtitle, like if you watch a foreign language film or something, is basically just the words that are being spoken translated into a different language, and then a closed caption is actually intended for accessibility. So it includes things like sound effects and other types of things. So like both of them are like text at the bottom of a movie, but they have different intentions and are actually to some degree different. Because they have different purposes, they have there's a distinction between them.
yeah, and as you saw, we have categories. So in some categories, like the subtitles are in a better quality than some other categories. So we are always checking, or this video is proper to learn or not. Like we will not put a video that has a few subtitles and all wrong. There's no reason to do that. So yeah, we are trying to pay attention to that as well.
Cool. I'll go over this side. I'm going to go over to this side and then move back.
Hello, thanks for your presentation. So I have a question about data persistence. Are you receiving any kind of data locally or online? How do you do syncing and all that stuff?
Most of the data are online for now. In order to be on the market fast, we didn't pay that much attention to persist everything. But what is persisted in the app, there are the settings, there are the bookmarks and word list. So those are persisted, and every time they are fetched to the server, the server is the source of truth. So sometimes we fetch it back into fill the gap if there was something wrong. But yeah, the word list, the saved word, and the bookmarks are saved locally, but fetch sometimes in the backend to keep them correct. But all the feed and stuff, for now, this is a plan to put some data storage inside the app, but for now, it's not there.
So if I can with a follow-up question, what kind of backend service are you using? Like, did you make it yourself, or is it like some kind of cloud server?
No, it's everything is custom made. So we have, as I said, backend engineer and a front end. So everything is made by hand. And about the tech stack, the backend is made in Node.js, and for the database Postgre, SQL. Answer the question.
Yeah, that was exactly the question. Thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for the talk. I only have two really quick questions. Number one is what would happen if the video doesn't have subtitles? Would you not show it, or would you show it and not show the subtitles?
Well, we have, there is both cases. For example, since since we are displaying categories, we have those categories stored in the database, so with the video IDs and stuff. And it can happen that one video is deleted, but it's deleted from YouTube, but it's still inside the app. So if this happens, there is like error messages to say there is no subtitle or the video is not available yet. For the videos, we are paying attention to pick only videos with subtitles. That's why it's not. I didn't mention it, but it's a question that remind me about it. It's not. You can't when you search. It's not fetching YouTube. Yeah, this is a question. It's querying the videos in our database. So that's why you can't get video without subtitles intentionally, because we pick only videos.
Okay, so you have like a period where you can store all the videos you can show them.
Like not storing actually the file, but
I mean like the URL of the video.
Yeah, we have like this video with this ID, and
Okay, I see.
because with the YouTube API you can fetch. But if there is subtitles,
I see. So my second question was like, what if the video is in a different language? But I guess this answers it. Thank you.
yeah, and this reminds me of something, and I have 2 minutes, I can show it. So, as I mentioned, the application was localized in Japanese and in English. So, if you can do, if you are really hardcore learner, you can watch in English and have the definition in English. But if you are, I will just put my phone in Japanese to show you that. But if you put your phone in Japanese, all the definition will be in Japanese, not in English, except the examples, because I want the example in the native language, in English, for example, not in Japanese, for example. So, can I show it quickly? So, and we implemented this in a way that if, for example, for now it's only available in Japanese and English, but it will be quite easy to implement further language, Korean, Spanish, by that. So is it working? Okay. So let's take this video. Okay, so now I changed Japanese. So you have now the definition in Japanese and the example in English. So by that you can, like, if you want like more explanation in your native language, you can have them. Not use, because if you are learning English at the very beginning, having the definition in English is maybe not the right solution. So this is made in a way that it's in the localized language, and it can be improved with several new language after.
Any other questions or some? Still have a question? Okay, cool. So.
Thanks. I might have missed it, but it sounds like you intend to monetize this and to be a product. How can you do that?
Yeah, so for now it's free, so you can get it on the App Store, and everything you saw today is available. So as a small startup, we need visibility, and we, like with the everything you know about startup, like money and stuff. So this is actually a problem, but we have other features in the pipe that will come to add more value to the learning experience, and those features will come with a premium, like it will be premium-based features. So that's how in the future we want to monetize the app. But everything you saw today will remain free. So as you saw, you can download the application, and there is also it's in Japanese now, but there is a trial mode, so you don't even need to register to play with the core functionalities like the player and stuff. But if you want to save data, you need an account. Yeah, for now it's free. Those core features will remain free, but something good, some good things are coming.
Cool. There's an app called Viki. Are you aware of it? Viki. It uses crowdsourced subtitles as a similar idea, like to show subtitles with videos.
Yeah, there is a couple of other applications that try to match this kind of business with their good point and flaws. No application is perfect, I would say. But it would be long, I think, because we're checking those other applications as well, and even if they are the similar business model, they have some slight difference that makes them what they are. And like there is some videos specialized in TED Talks, some videos or subtitles are not subtitles fetched from YouTube, but actually people writing new subtitles. So it's difficult to you can compare the business model, but actually comparing those applications is like they don't have the same style, and it's wrong. But yeah, there is another application like this.
So it's cool that it was with Rakuten Rapid API.
Yeah.
They were part of our department.
Yeah.
So yeah, those guys sat behind us. So it's
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yeah, we were given some talk with them, in partnership with Rakuten about this, because yeah, they were one of the first to see the value of this project, and so they helped us like implement it and release it. So yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Anyone else?
Just my opinion, but thank you for your presentation. Just my opinion, but I wish I could search the content by filtering the level of the English speakers, because yeah, I think most of English learners is a beginner or intermediate, so that's why I thought I needed. And if you want to monetize, maybe most of the speaker is a beginner, so I think it's better to adapt to the function like a filtering.
So you mean filtering by the name of the actual speaker?
I mean the level of the English learners.
Do you have an example in mind?
For example, I was looking at the first content, but some of the words is a little difficult for beginners. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the actual app was made in the first place for it's not oriented to beginners and more intermediate level. So you're right about this, but yeah, definitely we can improve stuff and make it more accessible for beginners. Yeah, I'd love to hear about that. If you have ideas, I can put notes and.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And by the way, I don't know him, but I don't like Google sign in and Facebook sign in, so I'm looking for the sign in with Apple soon.
Yeah, we will have to do it. I think everyone will have to do it. So yeah, it will come quite soon. Yeah, we made those sign-ins because, as you may understand, it was easier and faster for us. So as like we were trying to apply the lean startup model, so trying to go as fast as we can. So as I said, in 2 months and with actually 2 engineers, so that's quite proud of that. So we had to make like priorities and say, okay, this may come in the future, but yeah, I understand you.
Any other questions? As I understand it, if you're going into the language learning market, the beginner is always the largest segment of that market for obvious reasons. So
Yeah,
it's good to think about.
I would like to know if this technique, like this specific language learning technique, can be applied to beginners or no. Like, to start using this, you at least need to have quite some basic. I would not be happy if I was a beginner and had to touch, like, I know no English and I have to touch every word one by one I mean, like, to use this, the level must be, like, you need some basic, I think.
Cool. Well, maybe this will be the last question. Walk all the way over. Yes.
It's easy that way. Yeah, my question is, do you have any plans of integrating into other current flashcard type platforms? So I use Anki for everything. And I know that there are other tools out there on the market that I can use. Fluent Forever is building a platform, not necessarily in competition with this, but one of my reasons for not using Fluent Forever is all of my stuff is in Anki, my process is in Anki, and I would prefer to have the ability to export the vocabulary to a smaller MP3 and text that I can use in my platform. Do you have any plans for that?
So, can you explain more about the last sentence you said? Exporting.
Yeah. So Anki is an open source. No, maybe not open source. It's an open platform. So
it is open source.
Is it open source for iOS?
Not the iOS app. Yeah.
It's open source-ish, and it's basically a platform where you can build your own flashcards, you can bring in your own media, and you can have many decks. So I study Chinese, I study Japanese, and as I study more languages, I'm interested in creating my own decks and following their spaced repetition system. It works for me. So I love what I see here with getting the actual live language scales from video. I would like to be able to export that into an MP3 and XML to make it work in Anki.
I would like to know more about what you really mean by exporting, because what I have in mind right now is exporting the video content, like the video itself. I'm not sure it's YouTube will like it. I don't know.
No, you can, well, I don't know if YouTube likes it either, but you can export the audio. There's tools.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
MPEG can strip the audio out, and if you have it segmented in video, it would be great to say, cut this little piece into an MP3 file.
Yeah, so only have the audio, and I want to say that's a great idea. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, I will think about that.
Last question.
Yeah, actually I have a quick follow-up to exactly what you asked. I think what you're asking for is a plugin that exists already in Anki, which is called Subs to SRS. So it's like taking a video and subtitles file as input, and it's generating automatically like 100 or a few hundred cards from your video. So you can study like Japanese from anime or drama, just like this. And you can basically learn all the vocabulary in your drama episode before even watching it. So once you watch it like in real time, you already studied all the vocabulary inside Monkey. So I don't know if this plugin is still around. I used it like years ago, but it's a very, very powerful plugin. So I think it might solve a problem. You might want to integrate this and have some more.
Okay, yeah, we'll think about that, and yeah, I hope we can produce something. Yeah, if there is a need, it's always like the most important for us is to know about what people need. When we know that, we can think more and produce a better product. Yeah, thank you very much.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.